himacha na yokpia na pichusa. I want to talk to you about the 4 cardinal values of the Lakota people and the 7 virtues. All of this is included in our Lakota way of life. And we adhere to the teachings of the medicine wheel and the elders that presented this to us. The 4 cardinal values of Lakota people, number 1 is bravery. That's not only bravery in battle, but it's bravery in tackling unknown, unfamiliar situations in our life. This is a value that's real important. The other thing is fortitude. Fortitude is the resiliency to hold on to the end and continue being what we're supposed to be. So fortitude, intestinal fortitude, or the strength to go on and on. The other value is generosity. If you're generous towards others, they in turn will be generous towards you. So generosity, fortitude, bravery, and then the most difficult value to attain in life is wisdom. These were the values that were taught to us in a real special way. And there are 7 other virtues that I want to comment on. The virtue of courage, of respect, of humility, of patience, of tolerance. These are very, very important virtues in our life. We have the 4 values, we have the 7 virtues, and then we have what we call the Lakota way of life. The first one is that of prayer, wochekia. Chekia, chea, it means cry. So wochekia, that means that you're crying out to Creator for help. Then the second one is respect. And I already mentioned these to you, but I'll give you the Lakota word for it also. Wa'ohala is respect. And then the other one is compassion. Compassion is wo'unshila. You're compassionate. Lila he wo'unshila. Honesty, wowijake. Honesty and integrity run hand in hand. Generosity is also part of the virtues, and that's wowakia. When somebody helps, they're generous. Wowakia. They're always helping other people. And then humility. Humility is wa'ohala. It means you're very humble in their ways. Another way that people say it is when they're praying, they say ikshia wichasha himacha, means I'm nothing, I'm nobody. The last, of course, is wisdom, woksape. So these are the Lakota way of life. These are the virtues, and these are the values. And in conjunction with those, I just want to mention that we have 7 ceremonies that the white buffalo calf woman brought to the Lakota people. And she told us that as long as you kept these ceremonies, the hoop would be strong. And, you know, you come right down to it, Creator left us some physical and some spiritual laws, principles, and values that we live by. And as long as we keep those laws, principles, and values, then our hoop is strong. It's sacred and it's very strong. But anytime we break any one of the laws or the principles or values, then our hoop becomes broken. And it behooves us that we begin a journey to restore the broken hoop. And to be able to repair the broken hoop, it takes you and me individually. I have to work on my hoop and you have to work on your hoop. The ceremonies that our traditional people have taught us is that of purification or sweat. That's where they go into a small hut and they have rocks that have been heated in the fire all day. They bring those about 4 or 5 of those rocks in, and then they have sage. They burn the sage as a cleansing, as a blessing. Then they have the singer and the one that leads a ceremony. Then they start in and they pray, and as they pray, they're conjuring up the spirits from all the directions to come in and hear an answered prayer. And they pour water on the hot rocks, and that creates steam. They have an eagle feather. Once again, you have the 4 elements. You got earth, you're sitting on the ground. You have water, you pour the water on it, and you have steam. And then you have wind, which is the eagle feather. And you have fire, which is a fire to burn the rocks. So all 4 of these elements, earthly elements, are used in all of the ceremonies. When you have a vision quest, that's number 2. Seeking of a vision, that's where young men go up on the hill and they fast and pray for several nights and days until they seek a vision. Whatever their vision is, that's their whole life for the rest of their life. That's their vision, their goal in their life. And without a vision quest now, women still have a rite of passage with the coming of age, but men don't have a rite of passage. And when you lose any part of your culture, you lose your goals and objectives of life. The sacred ball throw. The sacred ball throw is where the people get together and they select a young virtuous woman, and she throws the ball out to a group of people wherever the ball lands, and then they throw it back to her. That's supposed to show you how difficult it is to walk this life. The making of a buffalo woman. What this is the coming of age. There's making of a relative. You have a ceremony where you adopt someone as your relative. Ghost owning, or the wiping of tears, where you keep the lock of hair of the loved one for year after year. You let it go, and it's called letting go of the spirit, or the wiping of the tears. And then the utopia, or the height of it all, is the sun dance, where people offer their sacrifices, their body, completely for the powers. So this gives you a little bit of our cultural understanding of the values, the virtues, and the Lakota way of life, and the ceremonies, and the 4 directions. So we'll go in later on and talk about restoring the sacred hoop.